On today's trendiest episode of Marketing Machines and Mischief, Facebook's scam ad scandal is twice as big as first suspected. Great Britain enacts a cross-country ban on junk food TV ads. And the WPP, Cindy Rose, goes on record about the mega ad agency's future. Let's jump in. Welcome to the Schreckenberg Family Sideshow Players' favorite marketing and advertising show. My name is Matthew Newell.
And my name is Chris Stone, and this is the show where we take forgotten marketing slides, found at garage sales, dug out of corporate liquidations, rescued from PowerPoint graveyards, and turn them into intel you can actually use. It doesn't matter if you're a first-time marketer or you're on your 500th campaign. We've got the projector loaded. Matthew, hit the lights. Are you ready to make some noise?
Here's what you need to know from the industry that is having some serious early .com era freakout flashbacks. Today's lead headline, following up on a story from this show a few months ago, the problem with Facebook and scam ads is literally twice as big as originally reported. The New York Post is now reporting that in 2024, $3 billion, which is a whopping 19% of their 2024 income, was from Chinese-based scam ads. Let's define scam. Scams are scam ads, porn, and illegal gambling, among other spicy topics. In 2024, when employees were asking questions about this, they were told to let it go because the, quote, revenue impact was too high. So why does this matter? Why are Chris and I still talking about it? If you advertise on Facebook, which is close to impossible these days if you're in marketing, the platform is knowingly allowing scam ads right next to your ad. This puts some shade on your brand. How would you like it if someone put your business name and logo after a scam phishing text on someone's phone?
Spicy, Matthew. So let me get this straight. When Meta's own people raised their hands, Zuckerberg basically said, eyes on your own paper, we've got bills to pay. Cool.
It's exactly right. Show me the dollars. Next up in our marketing queue, the United Kingdom, meaning all of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, is imposing a television ban on junk food that starts January 5th, 2026. And here's how you know that they're British. Advertisers are voluntarily starting to adhere to the guidelines for the new law for the holidays right now. This has resulted in ads like British grocer Asda. We're not British, so I can screw up that name. Showing the Grinch walking through the store's produce section. For television, the ban starts at 9 p.m. daily, and the ban completely prohibits any junk food advertising in a digital setting. So this law was originally proposed by Boris Johnson's government, but upon closer inspection, it was written by Boris in red crayon on a Greg's menu. So I don't know how legit that has. So, Chris, what do you think of all this over in the UK?
So UK bans junk food ads after 9 p.m. It's like the marketing version of those dry counties that won't sell you a beer before noon on a Sunday. Look, if people want to eat potato chips after 9 p.m., they're just going to stock up that afternoon.
Or crisps.
Oh, exactly.
Our final headline, Cindy Rose, the newly installed CEO of publicly traded international ad group WPP, is starting to share her vision for the future. She took over the UK firm a few months ago after a 60% decline in its stock price. In the last 10 years, WPP's market valuation has dropped from 24 billion pounds, that's just over $32 billion, to a mere 3.7 million pounds. Rose, who has a resume as serious as an episode of Downton Abbey, told the Financial Times last week, You have to understand that this is more than a new job for me. This is a mission. Adding that she intends to secure the next 40 years of, quote, a great British company that deserves to be successful. So Chris and I are sending out all of our good luck. This is so many jobs. This is such a big industry, and hoping that this is just another round of disruption in the advertising business. So I'm asking for WPP insiders slip into our DMs as this continues, because we want to root from you from both the inside and the outside.
I'm going to kind of take the other angle here, Matthew. I mean, Cindy Rose inherited a company that lost 85% of its value in a decade, and she's calling it a mission. Good luck when the entire industry just realized AI can crank out ads faster than your billable hours can justify the invoice. No, seriously, I'm wishing you good luck, Cindy. WPPP, all you people. WPPP people.
The people, the perfect people of WPP in Providence, Pennsylvania.
All right, Matthew, it's time for Real Recognize Real, where we actually tip our bucket heads to campaigns that didn't phone it in. This week, KFC turned itself into Hawkins Fried Chicken for the final season of Stranger Things. Have you heard about that show? It's getting a few viewers. And before you roll your eyes at another brand collab that just slaps a logo on a lunchbox, calls it a day, hold on to your drumsticks. Mother London actually did the work here. They didn't just rebrand a bucket, they rewrote KFC into the show's universe. The brand becomes HFC, Hawkins Fried Chicken, with a killer spot where fast food workers bike through military blockades and literal dimension portals to deliver chicken to a town that's falling apart. It's got chaos, it's got heart, and somehow it makes deep frying feel heroic. The menu is a red bun burger they're calling the Stranger Things burger. That's not super creative. Spicy zinger, which is a sweet and spicy sauce slaw. Plus, Stranger Wings. For a limited time, UK and Ireland only, so good luck if you're stateside. But here's why it works, Matthew. Thematic overlap. We've talked about this before. The show is about obsession, community, small town grit. KFC leans into that. They didn't just slap Eleven's face on a poster and call it a day. They built a world extension, retro glitch, retro tech, VFX, physical store takeovers. They made HFC feel like it belongs in Hawkins, not a corporate beast crashing the upside down for impressions. So Real Recognize Real, Mother London, and KFC earned this one. And if you're going to do a brand tie-in, this is how you do it. Go all in, stay authentic, and for the love of Colonel Sanders, don't half-ass the world building. Now let's move on before I get hungry.
You're right. It comes down to the world building. We're so used to the half-ass people creating the world and then moving on to the next marketing campaign. You are absolutely right. They went all in. All right, my turn for Real Recognize Real. We're getting a little bit out of the box, and I want to give a hat tip to my friend Paul at State Farm, because he actually planted the seed in my head years ago, and I think he was right. This is an old parlor exchange. When it's been a long week at the marketing shop, the question is inevitably thrown out there: what is the most recognizable brand in the entire world? A lot of people throw out, the Nikes and the Microsofts of the world. So a lot of people throw out the Bible. I thought that was a good one. But someone once told me that they thought it was the pirate logo. And here I sit at the end of 2025, and I am saying that that is the correct answer. The skull and crossbones, the Jolly Roger, may be the most recognized symbol on Earth because it does something that no other logo does. It communicates total meaning instantly across all languages, cultures, and timelines. No translation required. No literacy assumed. A child gets it. A sailor got it in 1700, and you get it now. Over time, the meaning has expanded. Now it's, rebelling against systems, against empires, corporations, governments, etc. So it's drifted from the sea to punk and hacker culture and sports and fashion, etc., etc. But to see how relevant it still is, look up Straw Hat Pirate to see how the kids are literally using it halfway across the world in like Malaysian protests right now. So the design is simple, and it's brutally simple. High contrast, symmetry, one glance in a world drowning a virtual noise. The pirate logo cuts through like a blade. If you think that you know a symbol or a logo that is more effective than the pirate, let us know, because I don't think you're going to be right. Maybe you are right. I don't know. We have open minds.
I love that. I love the mindset of that. I mean, obviously, it's a dark symbol, but you absolutely, when you see it, this is bad. This could be very bad. This could be the worst thing ever. This, whether it's poison or, eat this and it equals this and it's death. Just an absolute crazy thing. And I don't know if you remember this, Matthew. They used that logo back in the day when the configuration of compact disc wasn't out yet, and people were taking their cassette boom boxes and they were taping stuff off the radio instead of going and buying music. And so the music industry thought in their infinite wisdom that they would launch a huge campaign against home taping. And it said home taping is killing music, and it used the skull and crossbones with a cassette tape on it.
The music industry was always known for its subtlety.
Yeah, exactly. It's not real to recognize real. That was lame, recognize lame right there.
I like how the movie business is like, before the movie, it's like there's a pipe and it's like, the FBI would like to subtly warn you that Title 394 of the statute, and the music business is like, you will die. We'll kill you.
Cassettes are killing you.
So like 12-year-olds. If you think that this Richard Marx song is gonna keep you out of jail, you're wrong. All right, Chris, let's wrap this pirate ship up. We are gonna play over under. I put out a scenario. Chris provides the over under, and we try to get on the right side of the call. Usually, these have something to do with marketing, but we've had so much fun with the topic of pirates today.
Arrgh.
We're gonna stick with pirates because. And this is true. One, there is such a thing called the International Maritime Bureau, the IMB. And two, there is still such a thing as piracy happening in this world. So according to the IMB, in 2025, how many actual pirate ship attacks have there been through September? And this number is going to be...
Through September of 2025.
2025.
You're starting to make me think it's more than I think it is, because I'm like, is it still happening? But I do remember seeing a news story about a ship being pirated. And I thought to myself, this is still happening. Of course, I did not consult the International Maritime Bureau at that point in time to figure out how many of these things are actually happening. So, and the way I'm reading you, it's probably more than I think it is. Yeah. So I got to think it's, probably 5 a month, September. So I'm going to say, it feels like a lot, 45, over under 45. I
would encourage you, young viewer, type in your guess. It's either over or under 45. You did not hit it. You did not nail it on the nose.
I'm way off, aren't I?
A little bit.
That's it for this week's Marketing Machines and Mischief. It did go a little beyond 10 minutes this week, but we had fun, and we hope you had fun as well. Please click the subscribe button, the likes, the bells, the thumbs, and all of that stuff they stick in front of you this whole time. But before you go, we've got...
Let's say goodbye with another little lesson learned. Marketers, you will never know if Meta, Google, Microsoft, and ByteDance are your friends or your foes. Just get past it. Keep moving on. See you next week.
Bye.